Hello, hello. My transitions are getting smoother and smoother. Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. You know the drill, you know how things work. Let me know about the weather in your country. Ask any questions you might have about English, about me, or about what's going on in the game, and I shall deliver a fun episode as usual. Although I hope we'll have some interesting characters, not Aqua and Myrtle, who are two, I mean, by far most boring characters in this video game. Let's hope for Bailey's and Lua. Last night we ended the episode on a cliffhanger. We don't know who's going to come, so let's see who the mysterious guest is. Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you've come very early today. I'm happy to see Neil. He's an innocent soul, but I hope he doesn't use any explicit language this time around and he keeps things PG. Is there anything I can help you with? If you remember, last night there was an agent searching for him. He's an illegal immigrant, so we have to warn him about it. There is definitely something that you can do. What is it? Can we work here? Oh, I'm going to get some intergalactic employees. Excuse me? What? Is it possible for us to work here? What? Why? We have learned something precious since we first arrived here. Communication is very important on Earth. That is true. Absolutely. If you don't have good communication, you're going to struggle no matter the situation. And Earthlings communicate in a very complicated way. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and non-verbal communication here. Again, very true. So just saying words won't do it. You actually have to combine different methods. So verbal, non-verbal communication, and the way you deliver your sentences will greatly affect how the other person understands what you're saying. Yes, but I can see that your communication skill has improved an awful lot since you arrived. Here, awful, usually awful, would mean something terrible, something disgusting, really bad. Here, though, when you say an awful lot, it means greatly, very much. That is true, but it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings we learned them here. This made us think, instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly. I've just cured a sexual predator. Good job, me. Sounds like a good strategy. That is why we asked you to allow us to work here. Because you want to interact with our customers? That is correct. I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you are applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job, if you get it at all. So you have to go through screening, background checks, interviews, and only then can you actually start working. Oh, let me think this over if you don't mind. So to think something over, think something through, to give it more thought, spend some more time weighing out the pros and cons, thinking about how something might unfold or how it might affect you. And I'll let you know tomorrow. Oh no, we are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today. May I know why? Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Was it spontaneity? Spontaneity. What is that word? It doesn't look like spontaneity. That's not how you spell spontaneity. It's something else. Spontaneity. What's that?
Spontaneity.
It is spontaneity. Crazy.
Spontaneity. Spontaneity.
Spontaneity. Spontaneity. Spontaneity. That is how you pronounce this one. Spontaneity. So that is the noun form of an adjective, spontaneous. Spontaneity. Cool. So I did have the right idea, but not the right pronunciation. Pay attention to that. Spontaneity. Spontaneity, not spontaneity. Spontaneity. It looks like spontaneity. Or actually, it doesn't really look like that, but it makes me want to say it that way. However, it is spontaneity. Spontaneity. Keep that in mind. Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow. Okay. Am I actually going to give a job to an illegal intergalactic immigrant? Okay. Thank you. But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer. Is that necessary? I mean, I work behind the bar. All I have to do is extend my arm and hand the cup over. So I'm now going to make the drink, pass the cup to Neil, who is then going to pass it to the customer, which sits, at arm's length away. Arm's length means as far as one person's arm can reach. So doesn't make much sense, but I guess I was just trying to be kind and help the poor guy. So W's for me. Understood. Again, I'll repeat it as many times as necessary. When you are replying with short verbs, you don't use the present or infinitive, you use the past form. So agreed, understood, got it, not get it. That's the rule. There are other things you need to keep in mind. What is that? Dealing with the customers. So you don't ask them if they would like to breed with you, for starters. Some people come here just to chill, to relax. They might come for just for a drink, work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you let them be, but always be prepared if they want to talk about something. Now, can we know whether people want to be left alone or not? How? Not now. That won't be easy, but you'll be able to judge based on their body language. So he's learning something new, body language and how to read it. Nonverbal signs, yes, that will be very hard for us. Indeed. Don't worry, I'll give you a sign when you should start talking or when you should stop. Thank you. We will need that so much. Well, that's basically all you need to do here. Do we need a special outfit to do the job? Not really. I'll lend you an apron though. So the apron is that sort of like half dress, so to say. It is the cloth that you will wear to protect the front part of your body, and you're going to tie it behind your back. So chefs in the kitchen wear aprons. So whenever something splashes from ahead of you, in front of you, it splashes on the apron. It doesn't get your actual clothes dirty. And we know the word lend. It means giving something to someone temporarily with the expectation of receiving it back. The difference being when you give something away, you are giving it away forever. You don't expect the person to return it. When you lend it to them, they are going to give it back at one point. And don't mix it up with the word to borrow. Borrowing is taking something. So he is going to borrow this from me, and I'm going to lend the apron to him to help keep your suit clean and to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more differentiation. Yeah, but it will make you look more legit for the job. That is a very earthling thing to do. It is. Alright then. Are you ready for this? We are. Okay. Let's start the night. And now I have a new employee. Wow. So cool. Who else is joining us? Oh, Neo is with me. He is the one greeting customers. Welcome. And she is rightfully shocked. Holy wow. What the hell is happening? Good evening, Miss Freya. Hey, Markafi. What's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. So ground zero, the first spot that gets invaded. Nah, it's not that bad. Neil is just helping out. You've never looked like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista, not the other way around. What? We have learned some things since we arrived, and we came to a conclusion. Before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about how Earthlings communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn. And you just agreed to this? On one condition. I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate. Fair trade? What's in it for you then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it, if there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask. Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here. Freya, if I still need to write for the paper again. Oh, so the bad news are related to her work. What happened? The chief found out, so the boss found out. Oh, is that why you didn't come yesterday? Yes. How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher-up in the elevator? Yes. The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift, and the higher-up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me into her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you going to do now? Write the goddamn novel, I guess. It's terrible. And after that, hope that it sells well. What else can she do? If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya, but we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. Immense, great, strong. So they can understand she's feeling some great sadness, strong sadness. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house. Wow. How did Neil learn this expression? But yes, on the house means the property pays, not the guest. So if you go to a restaurant and they offer you a glass of, I don't know, soda on the house, it means you won't have to pay anything. What's wrong with Freya? Oh, she got in trouble. Her boss found out that she was writing her novel during her work hours, and that's why her recent articles weren't that good. And she got angry. Now, she might lose her job. It is unclear, but she's not in a good position right now. Well, that part that I just told you about, Sarah. Thank you for joining, by the way. How's the weather in Rome today? That is a mandatory question that you will have to answer on Saturday as well when you join us on the student side. Huh? You allowed to do that? We will pay for the drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. So my assistant is handing out drinks for free. Great. That was a nice thing to do, Neil. That was the best thing to do according to our senses. It was. So what do you want to drink, Miss Freya? Your favorite. Our favorite? Anything. I trust you with the decision. So what should we give her? Sarah, she's not feeling good. She might lose her job. So what should we give her? Coffee, green tea, regular tea, chocolate, milk as the base. What could be a good drink? Some milk with cinnamon and honey. That wouldn't make much sense. I don't know if we're going to get any additional ingredients in the future. We've had these for a while now, so maybe that's all we're going to get. Give me a recipe, Sarah. What would you drink? What would you like to drink now? You can tell me that. Something sweet. Alright, so that means chocolate, I guess. It's the sweetest thing we have. Yeah, chocolate. And what should we mix with chocolate? Should it be mint, ginger, lemon, honey? I've never had honey chocolates. That would be an interesting combination. We put hazelnuts in chocolate. We put strawberry caramel chocolate as a classic, but I wonder why we don't have a honey chocolate. I guess at one point the honey would just crystallize and turn into sugar basically, but putting fresh honey inside of melted chocolate, that would be an interesting combination. So what could be a nice addition to chocolate? Milk? I mean, it says choco powder, so we need some liquid, and I guess milk is the only one that makes sense. If we were to just brew like choco powder and cinnamon, how would it be? Okay, I'm gonna brew it and I'm gonna trash it. I'm just curious to see what comes out. Cinnamon chocolate. No. We're trashing it. We're trashing it. What should I add to this drink, Sarah? Choco powder, ginger, mint. Oh, look at the bitterness. That's not sweet at all. One annoying thing is you can't remove a single ingredient. You have to sort of reset the whole thing, which isn't the worst thing in the world. It is still pretty fast, but I hope they fix that in the second installment of the game. Chocolate and like realistically speaking, a good recipe would be chocolate milk and maybe mint. No, honey. I'm gonna give her diabetes, but I think that's the only option I have, really. She said something sweet. How bad can chocolate milk and honey taste? Milk, honey, chocolate. I don't know, it doesn't sound so good. I think I need to find a recipe online. Maybe that'll help me. We also got the option for latte art, which is nice. Let's draw a heart for her. I think this is the best heart I've ever drawn. Seriously, I'm so sorry nobody is watching right now and nobody is going to see the heart I've drawn. It really looks great. Like let me watch it on the stream replay. Wow. Picasso. Literally. I'm proud of myself. Let's serve this and see what she says. Here is your drink, especially crafted by the owner of this coffee shop. Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks. But today, I might have an idea why. Oh, I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of this. I'm worried that she will say something really offensive, something really bad. I know her. I know her character. She's gonna be like, I might have an idea why, because your cold drinks are awful. Oh no. Okay. We were spared. It turns out our drink was actually good. High five, Sarah. We've done it. We've done it. I don't know how, but she actually enjoyed the drink. How far along are you with the novel? Remember, far along, the progress. I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. Yeah, there are some positives in being unemployed. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, to infuse, to inject, that sounds doable, even without the caffeine infusion. Excuse me, Miss Freya? We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee would be advisable. Okay, so he's taking things literally. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation. It was just... Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. Oh, we are glad to hear that then. That was a figure of speech, Neil. So figures of speech are different expressions, different styles that you can use to enrich your speaking, like metaphors. Ah, we have heard about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language. It will always be hard, true. Languages will keep on changing, understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask away, how fast do you write? That's a good question. Anyway, I would fire Freya. Why? Because she's doing something else at work? It really depends on how efficient she is. If her job doesn't suffer, then she should be free to do whatever she wants. There is a certain level of quality she needs to meet. If she is delivering that, she doesn't have to do anything beyond that. But as we heard in the story, her articles are suffering. They're decreasing in quality, so yes, maybe you would have to fire her. Not fast enough, apparently. But do you have numbers? Numbers? How many words do you produce per day? I don't think I have the exact number. But full time, I should be able to write between 3 and 5,000 words per day. Crazy. I don't even say that many words in a day. Yes, wow, you are a strict HR manager. Freya should be happy she's not working for you. That's a lot. That's raw. After that, I still need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote. According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000. Wow, that's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much. That is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write? Let's see. I think it should be around 15,000 words. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's GRA Media, the biggest publisher around. If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily. I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. So the mere is when you are emphasizing the essence, the simplicity of something, how basic it is. So it requires things outside the simple fact of how many words there are. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories. That is pretty hard to understand. But we learned beforehand that art is a difficult matter, even for earthlings, especially when it comes to drawing and painting. It is still unimaginable for me. Yup. Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand. Absolutely we do. From languages to arts. Right again. But you're not that wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there. So it is still a valid parameter. Definitely. Cool. That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. Yeah, it's too genuine. And she's laughing at his jokes. So guys, Freya plus Neil equals love. I believe that's coming. I guess you really are learning something on Earth. Oh, finally somebody else is coming. God, please don't let it be Myrtle or Aqua. Please make it be Lua or Bailey's. Let's see who's in. No! No, 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 no. My gosh. What the hell is she gonna tell us? She's gonna say, oh, I'm working on this new project and I'm going to the expo with Aqua. Wow, I'm so happy. Good evening, Miss Myrtle. I won't even ask. What the hell? She's so rude. Did you realize? There was a long pause and then she said, I won't even ask. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? Ah, there was a pause because of Neil. And judging by her reaction to my drink last night, she might as well prefer Neil making the drinks over me, because she didn't like my tea. I'm still the one responsible for that. No, not good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. So coffee, ginger. I mean, let's just keep it that way. Yeah, that's the right thing to present. The Jahi Tabruk. Your order is ready. Not bad, thanks. You are welcome. Not bad. I literally got the exact order right, and she still didn't find it suitable to say thank you so much, you're great. Some customers are just awful. That's it. I have no other words. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle? Oh, I'm just here to make everybody bored and tire you with my stories of my work and different binary numbers, programming, blah, blah, blah. I think that's what she's going to say. Psst, Neil. Some people come to a coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed. Okay. Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visits here. Kinda. You're right. I also think we should stop allowing her, deny her entry. What is shuffled? Oh, I can change the songs. Cool, that's Neil. Let's play this one for him. And I can also pause music, but I think it's better with music on. And we have the Evening Whispers. Okay, cool. Your free trial will start tomorrow. Thank you for subscribing to our Fiction Plan free trial. You will have active subscription to our Fiction Plan and will start receiving your daily short stories tomorrow. Hope you enjoy the contents we provide. So there is an entire section of stories we haven't read yet. Perfect. I love it. We'll have to analyze them in the future and see if there are useful words to be learned. Perfect. And we also have the social media. Any new information there? Okay, nothing special. Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Pardon us? I was just training Neil in how to talk with the customers here. I can see that. You're still trying to get laid. To get laid means to breed with someone successfully. Well, not to breed, to mate with someone. To make sure the other person agrees to it. Oh no, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other. Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. True, that's why when you talk to native speakers, you won't hear that many advanced formal words they teach you for IELTS or TOEFL exams. You'll just hear them say, "What's up? Is everything aight?" That's how natives talk. So don't be surprised when you go to the UK or the US. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the way we listen. Which essentially is not really listening at all. Not true. I would say I'm a good listener. That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try step by step. One small step for you might be one giant leap for your kind. So a leap is a jump. That was said nicely. That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then? Yeah. Oh, is it Aqua? Uh-huh. What's the occasion? No special occasion. It's just... Is that Aqua? Yeah. There might be something happening between the two of them. I'm sorry, I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this? What is happening here? I already told you What? How do I read this? I already told you the barista. What? I already told the barista to call the cops when when he said he was going to breed here. Okay, I already told the barista to call the cops when he said he was going to breed here. Yes, 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 I got it. I already told the barista to call the cops when he said he was going to breed here. Where is my coffee? Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here. Oh, you're safe. Yes, everything's fine. Whew. Okay. Please let me take a breath. Here, please drink this water. Yeah, I'm giving the water creature some water. I think it is a great decision. Feeling better now? Yes. I'm sorry. It is alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here. What are you doing here anyway? We are starting to think that we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. So here is the deal. He explained the concept, I guess. That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Mark Coffee. It's nothing really. But do you really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer. As if this place cares about business. Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Coachella. Oh, so he's going to watch that girl, cat girl, perform. What was her name? Rachel? What? What are you going to do at Coachella? According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target. Well, you're not wrong, but didn't you say the baby has not to be born out of love? Pardon, has to be born out of love? Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners. That is what we will study in Coachella. After that, we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings. Wow, he's ready. He's ready to go after all the girls on this planet. I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here. Oh my gosh, she can't be serious. We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the bar. So, our discussion with Miss Myrtle was stopped abruptly. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm not sorry. What are you two doing together? It's nothing. We're just friends, you know? We just want to hang out and talk about our work. We both work in the same field, remember? Yes, that's it. I don't have that much experience in game development, you see. I thought your research was in computer graphics. Yes, but I've never made a game from scratch before. I was always a bystander. A bystander is somebody who is just watching an event unfold. So I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today, I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink. Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway. But wait, if you want to thank her directly, does it mean you're done with the game? Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your. Oh, so you are correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. A slip of the tongue is what happens to everyone. It's when you make a grammar mistake or mispronounce a word while you actually know the rule. So it happens to everyone. It is completely normal and natural. It shouldn't discourage you from speaking English out loud. How did you even pick up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. Huh? Not for you in your world, but we definitely get a transcript of everything. We just know. Back to you, Aqua. So, you're done with your game? There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish. What kind of feedback do you give people for a video game? It depends on the game. But in Aqua's case, most of my audience was not audience. My gosh, I'm tired, guys. I'm tired. Most of my advice was about the pacing, control, and UI/UX. UI standing for user interface and UX standing for user experience. It must be fun to have finished working on your creation. It surely removed some of the weight on my chest, just to replace it with another weight. You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job, and if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, if it doesn't sell well, I'm even more done. Doubly done. Not good. I'm sorry to hear that, Freya, but please be more confident. I'm even starting to doubt myself. I read some of your short stories, you know, after our first meeting. I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app, and then I read some of the stuff you wrote. They're really good, you know. Some of them are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done. You're too kind, Aqua. What you're going through is more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through. So I'm sure you'll both be fine. You don't have to talk about it in front of other people. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know? Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people. I'm really sorry. I know, I said thanks already, right? So, Aqua is the one having less social intelligence than Neil at this point. But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm. I know that. Whew, Aqua. I'm sorry if it sounded that way. But yeah, I kinda get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different for me. What's your problem? Burnout. I've been working on something for 2 years straight, but no one outside the office knows about it. And those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yes, I don't really work on them. Not directly. So what do you work on? A secret project. I'll tell you under NDA. Okay. Oh, I've never heard of this term. NDA is a non-disclosure agreement, which means you shouldn't share the information with anyone outside the company, outside the people who know about the agreement. So basically, she's saying, I'll tell you as a friend, but don't share it with anyone else. Alright, I'm not with the paper anymore anyway. I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP, or worst case, another FMC game in a different genre. Isn't that a dream job for some people? Heh, that's what I thought at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write for years. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all. My team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved. Ouch. There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai. That's what they said. So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years? Sometimes our team works to support others when they're going through a crunch cycle. They need to hit an almost impossible target. We jump in. No wonder you folks were considered the 7 samurai. I guess, yeah. By the way, Myrtle, I just realized... What? Usually, developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right? More or less, yeah. When was the last time you had a vacation? Before I joined this company, I guess. That's like 4 years ago. Uh-huh. Dude, no wonder you're so burnt out. Obviously, if you're working for 4 years straight, you're going to get burnt out. Yes, that's why. You need a vacation. But I can't just take one. You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow. But tomorrow is... I'm not done yet. You will take tomorrow, the day after, and another day after off. But where should I go? Don't worry, I'll take care of that. You will? I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation. So a perfect time for a love story to develop. What about Max West? That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now. Hey, okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. How about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right? Alright. Oh, I'm so excited. Wow, Aqua. You look like a different person. Really? I'm sorry. Don't be. Okay, it's settled then. So it's decided. You have made a deal. I need to go home now and prepare for our getaway. So a getaway, a short trip, usually a weekend trip that you are going to use to get away from your routine, from the usual things in your life. I'll come with you. To my apartment? Oh, I'm telling you something spicy is happening between the two of them. No, we'll walk together to the bus stop just like last time. Oh, okay then. Everyone, see you next week, okay? Have fun. Take care out there. May you find your joy during your vacation. Alright. She's out. Myrtle should be gone too. Okay, see you folks later. Bye-bye. You won't be greatly missed. Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know, but not now. I've got to finish this draft first. As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya. Thanks, Neil. Anyway, are you going to close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please take your time. You sure? Do you want another drink to be going on with? Still in the house? I definitely won't say no. And I guess we've made a drink for her, and that's the end of this episode. I must say, one of the more boring ones. I didn't enjoy the story. There was nothing. Like, we had a story of a father fighting for his daughter, who is now in the claws of this soulless industry chasing success. And we had the story of Bailey's and Lua, which is the highlight of this game, I'd say. Then the story of Gala and Hyde, who are still intriguing because they come from two completely different backgrounds, but life has connected them in a truly extraordinary way. And then you have this, Myrtle and Aqua, who are just talking about video games, and I'm not even sure what their arc is supposed to be about. Like, when it comes to, let's say, Neil, his arc is humanizing, embracing a new culture, integrating. But when it comes to Myrtle and Aqua, what are they supposed to represent? I can't find any human counterparts for them. So we have successfully finished the episode. Nevertheless, let's just see what's in the newspaper today. October 2nd, 2020, Friday. The Evening Whispers, free of charge. Friday, October 2nd, 2020. New healthier Fury sedative might be available sooner. That's good news for Mr. Gala. The Evening Whispers is with the people for stricter gun laws. So I guess they are standing behind, they are siding with the group of people who support stricter gun laws. Okay, cool. So no more guns in the city of Seattle. So this is the virtual Seattle, just like the real city in the United States. And the final title, action video game Rising Hell blamed for violence in school. That's the classic boomer nonsense. I remember that as a kid, they would always blame any form of violence on video games. They would say, oh, kids are playing GTA, they're playing Counter-Strike, that's making them do all these crazy things. And it's obviously nonsense. Like, nobody just decides to attack their classmates after playing one round of Counter-Strike. You have to blame maybe not even the parents, but most likely the parents. And then you have to examine the situation at the school, the society that is raising those kids. So games, violent games, could be a contributing factor, but I wouldn't say they are the root cause. So the primary reason violence occurs in schools. Let's save the game, and I think I'll wish everyone a good night and a good afternoon, perhaps a good morning to some people watching us from Japan or Australia, New Zealand. I think it's around 6-7 a.m. in those countries. So folks, thank you so much for joining and being here with me. I hope the next episode will bring some more interesting characters to the coffee shop with some better stories. Until then, bye bye.